of our products, of our supply chain. We start with this amazing produce, but then we have to work to get it into the actual capsules. And that's a lot of the process right there. Growing is a huge part of it, but then once it comes out of the field, we have to figure out what to do with it. And I think people forget sometimes that as soon as you pull fruits and vegetables, as soon as you pull plants from the ground, you separate them from their life source, they start to degrade. So we don't want to have degraded ingredients in our products, so we use something called IQF, or individual quick freezing. And that's essentially just taking the produce from the fields, we wash it, pretty much in the fields, or right next to the fields, and then within just a couple hours, it's going through IQF process. Again, that's individual quick freezing, and it is exactly what it sounds like. You take the individual pieces of fruits and vegetables and you freeze them using usually liquid nitrogen to get them to be frozen within literally seconds. And then you store that frozen produce until you're ready to dry it. And so the reason that produce starts to degrade so quickly is because a lot of times it's the water in there that starts that process moving forward. So if you freeze that water, you make everything inactive, the nutrient level stays really high. That's why a lot of people, I don't know if you've seen this in the news over the last several years, will say that frozen vegetables can be higher in nutrients than fresh sometimes. And that's because they haven't been separated from their source of nutrition for as long. So same thing with Juice Plus. And then once we take it out of the freezers, we remove the water, and then it's stable again. So those nutrient levels, once the water is removed, do remain stable. So that's the important part of the process, in my opinion. And then we just take all of those things, we mash them together, and then we put them into a capsule and ship them off to you. And that sounds great. What about our capsules?